The year 1914. Europe, a continent on the brink, archdukes are assassinated, alliances are triggered, the Great War begins. World War I, a conflict so massive it would scar the globe. From the trenches of Europe to the shores of Gallipoli, millions fought and millions perished. It was a war unlike any other, a brutal clash of empires, ideologies and technologies. For 4 long years, the world watched in horror as the fighting raged. Hope dwindled with each passing season. The cost of war, paid in blood and tears, was staggering. But amidst the chaos, the seeds of change were being sown. The world after the war would be a fundamentally different place. The war's impact on society was profound. Women, previously confined to domestic roles, stepped into factories and fields. They kept the economies running while men fought on distant battlefields. This wartime experience challenged traditional gender roles, empowering women and sowing the seeds for future social change. The war also exposed the deep class divisions that plagued many societies. Soldiers returning from the front grappled with physical and psychological scars. Their sacrifices fueled demands for better treatment and social reform. The war shook the foundations of the old order, leaving a legacy of social unrest and a yearning for a more just and equitable world. The political map of Europe was redrawn. Empires crumbled, and new nations emerged from the ashes. The Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman and Russian empires, once dominant forces, collapsed under the weight of war. From their ruins rose new states, each grappling with the challenges of independence and national identity. The war also gave rise to new ideologies. Communism, fueled by the Russian Revolution, promised equality and an end to exploitation. Fascism, born out of economic turmoil and social unrest, offered a different vision, one built on nationalism, authoritarianism, and a rejection of liberal democracy. The world, weary from war, stood at a crossroads, facing an uncertain future. Section 4. The Wheels of Change, Economic Consequences. The war spurred rapid technological advancements. Tanks, airplanes and chemical weapons, once unimaginable, became instruments of destruction. These innovations, while deadly on the battlefield, had lasting impacts on transportation, communication and manufacturing. The world after the war was more interconnected, but also more vulnerable to the destructive power of technology. Economically, the war left a legacy of debt, inflation, and shattered infrastructure. European nations, burdened by war expenses, struggled to rebuild. The global economy, heavily reliant on trade and interdependence, faced instability and uncertainty. The economic turmoil of the post-war years would have far-reaching consequences, contributing to the rise of extremist ideologies and setting the stage for future conflicts. Section 5. Echoes of the Past. Learning from the Great War. World War I, the war to end all wars, tragically failed to live up to its name. Its echoes continue to resonate in the 21st century. The geopolitical landscape we inhabit today, the social and political movements that shape our world, and the economic challenges we face are all, in some way, legacies of this cataclysmic conflict. The lessons of World War I remain as relevant as ever. The dangers of nationalism, the importance of diplomacy, and the devastating consequences of unchecked militarism serve as stark reminders. As we navigate a world grappling with new challenges, it is imperative to remember the past, lest we are doomed to repeat it.